Hi everyone. I thought I'd quickly pop on to have a chat about the challenge that Rachel's doing at the moment, which is absolutely brilliant for everyone who wants to try and do a little bit of crafting every day. So it's hashtag 100 days RAB, which is stands for Rachel and Bella. So Rachel is kindly putting up a tutorial every day and setting a weekly challenge for us in her junk journal trading Facebook group. I'll put links in the description box below for everything. And so she's been making a journal topper, and I've never made a journal topper before, but I was really keen to follow along. So I searched high and low for some used envelopes. Didn't come up with many in my craft space, unfortunately, but anyway, this is what I've made. Made quite a few mistakes actually, but anyway, it's been really good fun so far, and I'm not paying attention to stuff that matches. All I'm doing is just using up the scraps and following Rachel and just learning about the process. So yeah, nothing matches, but I've finished day 2 and I'm going to be doing day 3 today. So I've just finished all the pockets. So that's mine, but I just thought I'd share just an idea with you if you haven't got any envelopes you still want to follow along with Rach and Bella. So why not make your own envelopes? And I've done this out of packaging paper now. I've just done rips. It's all scrappy. This is going to be a grungy journal topper. I'm still going through my red thread in the sewing machine, which is hilarious. But what I thought I'd show you is just a really quick idea of making your own envelopes if you haven't got any, so that you can craft along. So as you can see here, I mean, I haven't glued anything down. Literally, I've just done a top opener there, side opener there, and the rest are all top openers, and I've sewn around so that you can just sort of see the edges. So that flips there, and then that's the back. So if I just try and put this together again, oh, that goes there. This is the bit I'm not very good at actually. That goes there. You get my meaning. That goes there. That kind of goes like that. And that goes like that. Okay. So I'm going to quickly demo this. I'm sure probably people have already thought of this, but if not, because I hadn't thought about it, and I think I would have rather have done it this way to do my my pilot, rather than actually use the envelopes. So here we go. So literally all you need is some packaging paper. No, we all know we have stashes of this packaging paper. I have drawers full of it. So I'm not going to measure anything because, oh, that's just no fun, is it? So I'm just going to rip some different sizes randomly. No thought, just feeling happy that I'm using up my packaging paper. How amazing. I've got so much of it. And this is just endless fun. Okay, so just do 4 envelopes. So you're going to need a flap that goes on the side. And you're going to need to decide on the sizes of the envelope. So that's like, let's have a look. What have I got here? I need to use the biggest piece for the back. So I think I'll do that. So the back one, I mean, this can be any size you want, but I guess you want that to be the biggest, really. So I'm thinking about how I'm going to use this. So we want it about, of course, it's not measured, you know, it's scrappy, but you know, you could use a craft knife if you want it looking all really nice and neat. There's no problem with that at all. This is my back piece. Okay. So let's do the next bit. And at this stage you don't really need to decide whether you're going to do it, have any openings at all, or you're going to open the top or you're going to open the side. Now these will probably be too wide. That's no problem. I'm just going to put that like that and take a strip off because you don't need that. And I'm sure it'll come in handy for something, as our strips always do. Okay, so that's my first fold over. Now you can see where I'm going with this, obviously. Okay, so this is slightly smaller. Let's do it slightly narrower. Okay, pop this off. You could leave it on, but it's going to add some extra bulk, so probably a better idea if you take it off. And then that's going to go like that. And the final piece. So you want this a bit smaller again, so I think what I need to do is let's just cut the right width first. That's about right. Create my flap, and then I'm going to cut it down. Now what you can do, I'll get my bone folder, is you can see, so where you're folding it, don't fold it right to the edge, or if like me you have already done that, then you can always just take a strip off it. Okay, so that's the construction of the envelope topper. So the next stage, a little bit's annoying me there, so I'll just chop it off. And my little prototype here. So at this stage, what I did then was I glued the stuff down and then I sewed it round. And I did that so that you can see clearly where the topper bits are. Excuse me. But well, you don't have to sew at all. You can do this with glue quite easily. But I would, if you are going to sew, I would sew once you've got your scrappy bits on. So like here now, I've added a little bit of a scrap there from the title page and scrap there. So I would sew at that stage, and then you've got you're not only securing the envelope, but then you're also doing a nice border around your envelopes. So it's at this stage you need to decide where your openings are going to be, if you can have any openings. So if you want top openings, then that's really simple. But let's just say we want the top envelope, I'm going to call them envelopes, to be side opener. So if you want a side opener, what you need to do is just slip the paper, and then glue the top and the bottom on the left hand side or right hand side, depending on where you've got your okay. So there's my first piece. Second piece is going to be a top opener. So all I need to do is glue here. I'm not being particularly careful with the glue because I know I'm going to sew. Excuse me. But if you're not going to sew, then you need to pay a little bit more attention. I have the attention span of a flea. Okay, so that's my second one. Third one, yeah, I'm going to keep with the top openers because I think they'd be more practical. Now I've gone a little bit too close to the edge there, so I just need to trim that off. And I need to glue the bottom part. There. So that's what I got you. So we've got 3 bits so far. So we've got top one, side opener, second one, top opener, third one, top opener. My glue is playing up. And so the back one, I'm going to do another top opener, and what I'll do is I think I'll use a little bit of oohoo, if I can find my oohoo. Okay. Right. Nearly made a mistake then. I can't use my yoo-hoo because I want it opening, don't I? Right. Best laid plans. I don't know. So that's going to be opening the top. So let's go back. So we've got the back, the first layer, second layer, third layer. And so at this stage what I could do is I could go and tidy this up now and tidy up the edges and everything. And okay, I think that's what I'll do. I'll tidy up the edges so it looks a little bit neater, and then I'll find some scraps and we can have a very quick play. Okay. So with this, I'm just gonna, oops. I'll speed this part of the video up so I don't bore you. Here we go. So it's a bit neater. So there. There. And there. Okay, just going to go and get my scrappy pile out. Oh, I've been dying to use this. Is that going to fit? Oh yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly measure these just to give you an idea of what they are. So that's just over 11 centimeters wide, 4.5 inches by 15 centimeters, which is just about inches. Ish. Yeah, I'm no good at measuring. Just, yeah. That saps the fun out of everything. 13 and a half. About 5 and a half. 7 inch. This is about 17 and a half centimeters. This one's about 13 and a half centimeters. 5.5 inches perhaps. Eight inches. Twenty and a half. And my back piece is about 15 and a half centimeters. Now, I guess the back piece should be determined by what you're going to put this on. Now, because I've never made one of these before, I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So I'm just, you know, going with the flow. But when I make it again, I'll probably have a better idea what I'm doing. And then it's about 8.5 inches down, which is about 21 centimeters. That's as accurate as you're going to get from me, guys. Okay. And then you can then follow along Rachel's video, and all Rachel does is she cuts up her scraps based on what she's got. And just find something else. Have I got anything else to it? I think what I'll do is I'll just use this bit here, which I didn't get to use in my other project. More yummy, slummy scraps. Oh, they're just like little treasures, aren't they? I just love them so much. Yeah, this is my first envelope. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to glue all the way around the edge, because that will bung up my sewing machine. So I'll just quickly, I've got a bit of, what's this? Aged mahogany. I don't really want aged mahogany on there. I'm using vintage photos, but it's got a bit of a mix of aged mahogany. Not to worry. Use a different dauber. So I'm just gonna stick the scrap in the middle. If you're not going to sew, you're going to have to go right round the edge. Okay, so that's that one. And that goes there, make sure it's not interfering with that hinge, and then do a little bit of distressing, because we all love to distress, because it brings the beauty of the digital kits out. Just put my pin back in my glue. I'm forever losing it, and I've had the dangles and they just annoy me, so I've taken the dangle off. It breaks the pin after a while. So there's my first topper. How easy is that? There we go. So I'll quickly go ahead, add the rest. I'll speed up the video and we see what we end up with at the end. Okay, so I'm not going to do the back bit because I'm going to glue everything together before the back bit goes on. And the other thing I think it's worth mentioning, that if you're going to sew at this stage, and easy if I put this together now first. Where you've got your openings, you're obviously not going to be able to sew around the openings. So that doesn't bother me. But if it bothers you, then you need to sew the top pieces and then glue them down. Now that seems a bit of a faff. So I'm just trying to think of the best way. I'm tempted, seriously, just to sew around, and I'll do that and show you what it looks like, and then you can make a decision whether you want to do all your sewing and then glue down, and then don't have the actual envelopes, the envelope templates sewn, or do it the way I'm doing it. So that's up to you. So I'll go and sew this now, and I'll quickly come back on then, and you can have a look, see how I get on. Oof, my sewing machine's not happy. I think I might need to change the needle before I try any other projects, but anyway, it's sewn. So here we go. Oh, you can see it's really gone a bit nasty there, isn't it? She's not happy bunny today. Okay, so you can see there, you've got, that's where the opening is. So I'm going to need to glue that edge down, which is not a problem at all. The other thing you could do, thinking about it, too late now because I've glued that, but where you've, you could actually have, you might want to think about it, you could actually have 2 slots. Anyway, this is what it looks like when you sew after sticking down your scraps. I'm happy with it. It'll have enough bling and stuff on it anyway. But just an idea for you guys. If you haven't got any envelopes and you still want to play along with Rachel, get some packaging paper out and have some fun. See you soon.